What up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news for you concerning Jeff Horn. Mr. Hornet's trainer has tweeted that Terence Crawford is beatable. He has holes in his defense, and we will exploit them. And they're looking for a fight in April of next year. So, you know what I love about trainers, man? Trainers love to brag on their fighters, which they should, but Freddie Roach does it. Who else was notorious about just talking smack about, I know Freddie is one that comes to mind. Abel Sanchez is another one, and just do a lot of talking, you know what I'm saying? Like, and not taking anything away from Jeff Horn. I mean, he's a good fighter and stuff like that. I mean, he was a lot better than people thought he was. And that was the thing. That was a surprising thing about him in the Pacquiao fight. I don't think he won the Pacquiao fight, but I think he was a lot better than people thought or gave him credit for. He does have a little slick style. He has a kind of a countering style. He likes to counter with the right hand, but make no mistake about it, I can read this with my eyes closed. There is no way Jeff Horn is going to beat Terence Crawford. However, I would like to see the fight just to shut up Jeff Horn, just to really place Jeff Horn to a certain perspective. Jeff Horn is kind of coming off like my man that fought Pacquiao. He's training, I'm about to say Jermaine Taylor, but he's training Danny Jacobs right now. He's his nutrition coach. Can't remember his name. I'll remember it here in a second. But he kind of reminds me of him because, he skated by a fight with the Russian Provandikov, Ruslan, what I mean? And he was knocked down twice in the first round. I don't know why his name is like a block in my head, but then he fought Pacquiao, and Pacquiao put him in his place. Then he fought Khan. He had a pretty good fight with Khan, and then he gets knocked out by Errol Spence. So, I think Jeff Horn will have a career like that because, you skated by a potential guy. In his case, he skated by a legend with Manny Pacquiao and winning a decision against Manny Pacquiao. Just like, Jesus, what's that kid's name? Now it's bothering me. Can't remember his name. I remember everybody he fought. I could see his face, but I can't remember his name. But Jeff Horn is going to be a similar character, and his role that he plays, he's going to be a pawn, just like that particular fighter was. He fought Khan. He fought Pacquiao. He fought Ruslan, and he fought. Okay. Well, doesn't matter. But Jeff Horn, I'm waiting for him to be placed. You know what I mean? Because, hey, if I was Jeff Horn, I'd be on top of the world. But, hey, go for the gusto. But now you're fighting someone that is your age. Now you're fighting someone that is in their prime. Now you're fighting someone that is dangerous. Now you're fighting one of the best pound for pound. So a lot of times these fighters have to really censor or whatever. I don't even know if they want to, but they should. They should censor on what their trainers say about them because those trainers can write them a check that that the ass can't cash. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's pretty much what I see. But I would like to see the fight, and I'm like, hey, let's go for it because Jeff Horn, he won a decision in his hometown, and in this country, in Australia. So I would like to see him fight Terence Crawford and let Terence Crawford, maybe Terence Crawford to go to Australia. That's the whole thing because I don't know if Jeff Horn is willing to come overseas and fight anyone because Pacquiao went over there to fight him. And then he just retained his title, the WBO title that he got from Pacquiao again by beating his last opponent. So, that's if Jeff Horn is willing to come overseas and fight, which, if the money's right, he might. You know what I mean? Who knows? But if he's talking about going against Terence Crawford, that'll be an easy night for Terence Crawford, hands down. But it'll just be interesting, just for shits and giggles That's the only thing I can think about, because Jeff Horn was getting nailed with left hands by Pacquiao. You know what I mean? And a 38-year-old Pacquiao, on top of thinking what Terence Crawford will do in the southpaw stance. You know, this didn't supposed to be a scene study, but I could see that with my eyes closed once again, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Terence Crawford will switch it up in there and see what works for him, to see how can I, or how will I knock this guy out, in what stance. Would it be orthodox or will it be unorthodox? You know? So, and that's the only question. In what stance will TC take him out? Because he will take out Jeff Horn. But anyway, I love to see trainers talk shit. But anyway, I look forward to the fight. I'm all for it. You guys tell me what you think. But this is Kurt DeVille signing off, and you guys been counterpunched. Peace.